Indeed, I'm looking at the Standard newspaper here, and the issue of SGR is still one of the issues being highlighted here. And truth on SGR billions, that is the headline on the Standard newspaper, as the government pledges to extend the standard gauge railway to Kisumu and eventually Malaba. The controversy around the initial works seem to be here to stay, according to the Standard. A peek through the contract between Kenya and China, the Standard says to construct the railway shows the country could have sold its soul. That is according to the Standard newspaper here. In fact, some of the questions they're asking here is, did the president breach part of the government promise when he issued an executive order to have cargo cleared at the port and not at the inland container depot in Naivasha? And what are the implications? The Transport Cabinet Secretary yesterday fulfilled his promise to make public the contract on the SGR. That is, Kipchumba Murkomen did say that when he comes into office, he will make it public, and there it was made public. And so you can get the Standard newspaper and get to read more about the contract, SGR contract between Kenya and China. In fact, there's a breakdown here where the Standard newspaper is actually giving a breakdown as to when the contract was signed in 2012 by the late president, that is Mwai Kibaki. In 2017, Kenya signs 370 billion loan in Beijing to extend the SGR for another 270 kilometers. Again, there's a breakdown here of 357 billion shillings. That is contract amount for SGR from Nairobi to Mombasa. 21.3 billion shillings contract signed for the ICD Embakasi, and 153 billion to Nairobi to Naivasha. So another story again highlighted here is the slow return of KQ flights as pilot strike now enters day 3. So that is actually highlighted there on page 7 of the Standard. Pilots are demanding reinstatement of their Provident Fund, which is a pension plan that both pilots and KQ contribute to. Among the stranded passengers, some of them were flying to the UAE and definitely the United States and other countries. So there was a lot of disruption there. Page 7 is highlighting some of that, and hopefully there will be a truce in as far as that strike is concerned. Again, 19 die as Tanzanian plane crashes over bad weather. That is on page 10 of the Standard. 2 pilots survived the crash and spoke to the officials from the cockpit, but reports say they may have since died. So you can also get the Standard newspaper to keep abreast with what is happening in as far as the that crash is concerned. No evictions under my watch. Sakaja pledges to city dwellers in slums. So Nairobi governor, that is Johnson Sakaja, there saying that pledging to city dwellers that they are safe and that there will be no evictions, or at least illegal evictions, during his tenure as the governor. So that there in the Standard, Varsities Fund to set up data system to track students' progress. Remember also the Education Cabinet Secretary, Mashogu, did tell public universities that they will have to start funding themselves. So that story also highlighted in the Standard. You can get it and get to understand more on that. So that brings us to the end of the newspaper review this morning. Thank you so very much for your time. I'm Marie Yambo. I hope to see you again on Thursday, and hopefully you'll still be with us through the day in our subsequent bulletins. That is at 1 p.m. And also remember, there's the news check for you to keep you abreast. So we do take a break at this juncture. We will be back with more with Victor in Good Morning Kenya. Until next on Thursday, have a great day.